start streaming. Otherwise, it's not streaming on YouTube. So this is the Dark in Dark, and as always, we do all these things. And this goes live on YouTube, Twitch, and on Radio Dark Tunnel, and goes as podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, and Google Podcasts and Amazon Music. I listen both of you, so you yes, we're alive.
But in the beginning, I think I didn't have a voice.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it was a little bit. I thought you were gone for good. No, we're still here. And let me see. Can you speak a little bit just to see if the volume in here is okay? Go ahead.
Speak a little bit to see the volumes here are okay.
Yeah, it's okay. So, Pippa's loud. I am loud. Everyone is loud. And yeah, we're back. And yeah, let's see if we can keep going and start doing this show every week instead of, let's say, we've been doing every other week, sort of. But yeah, let's try to make it more regular. And yeah, with that, several minutes have gone by, and we haven't done a thing besides putting the microphone okay and everything else.
This is a very interactive show.
Yes, very interactive show where nothing really happening. It's kind of those old Russian plays, theater plays, where a lot of things go around, but in the end, nothing is going anywhere. So that's how it.
Oh, Paul was saying it's the first time he sees us in 2023.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe
No.
we've done some shows.
Yeah.
We've done some shows. So, but we have not been regular. And hello, Officer Latex. Great to see you.
We had a huge gap between maybe October, November, and then perhaps February.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we start doing them like every other week. I think last month we missed 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but yeah, we're today, and let's hope next week we'll be here also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just go for the first track, and the first track is from Daedalus, Forever You. And let's see where I have something from Daedalus, Forever You. This is a Witch House Wave track, and it says it's the brand new 14 track album from the German witch wave producer Daedalus. This is the second in the trilogy following the previous release of Slow Death. So this is from the album called Funeral, which was released in October. So 6 months ago this was released. So I've got to this email from 6 months ago. And you can get this from the Remission Entertainment Bandcamp. And yeah, and we'll be right back. Let's go.
I miss you. I love you.
So that was Daedalus with Forever You. And yeah, hope you guys like that. And thank you, Remission Entertainment, for sending this.
You said all that sentence with such a joy,
Such a joy.
such a joie de vivre.
Ah.
It was the most gothic like introduction that ever. Yeah.
Ever.
And I have to say that I'm very envious of Officer Latex
Yes.
vacation plans for this year.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing it. So we'll be in Amsterdam for 2 weeks, then Berlin in May, and Florida after that. So yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah. A lot of traveling. Hope you have fun. And yeah, other than that, so
And maybe Canada in July now is making fun of us.
yeah, so
Are you working in a
travel-
air travel company or something? Or
maybe I don't know.
maybe Officer Latex is a pilot and
Yes,
we don't
yes.
know.
He's going in work. I will take some time off from work. So
Yeah, I can see. Unless you work in 4 different places. Well, I'm very glad for you. And
Yeah.
especially if you feel like you are really in need of vacation. Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah, and it's always good to travel around and go watch other countries and other things,
Yeah.
new places, and yeah. So, but what we did this weekend, we just went travel and watch museums.
And now we went to a show Friday night. We saw Filmmaker.
Yeah. Actually, yes. Yeah, we went and saw Filmmaker on Friday night. I don't know if you know them, and but it is really cool, and yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was very crowded.
yeah, very crowded, but the place was small. But yeah, it was a good show. We had fun.
Yeah.
We had fun, and
Then Saturday we went to a museum.
yes,
And
Went
it
to
was
it.
great. I believe I never went to that
you
museum.
never.
I
Yeah,
never
Yeah.
until Saturday.
yeah.
Yeah, it was my first time there, and it's in a old building.
Yeah.
It's
A
not a
palace,
palace,
yeah,
but
it's an
it's a
old
sort of
palace.
palace because the inside is all very much. It has lots of details and wooden works and different
And-
fresco walls, and it was a military museum, so they had lots of weapons, old ones. But the thing that I liked the most were the decor itself. It
Yeah, the
was,
decor of the building itself.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Yeah.
And then
On Sunday,
we went to an
another museum.
Yeah, like an exhibition, another museum. They had a temporary exhibit on Portuguese comic
Yeah,
books.
Portuguese comics.
Yeah. And they were also at like a flea market of.
Comics.
Yeah, I believe they were almost all secondhand. I'm not sure. Maybe not.
I don't know. I think they were all new.
Yeah, some new. I got the idea they were secondhand.
I didn't get that idea. I thought they were new, but
Okay. Maybe they.
some
I
are
don't
some
know.
more new, some more not. I don't know.
At least they were on the store for a very long time because they
Yes,
looked like old
yes.
books. Yeah.
Yeah, I think in Portugal, I don't know. I have the idea that in Portugal there's not so many people looking out for comic books. So
I think it's a kind of a niche thing.
yeah. It's very, very small niche. So with that, I think those small bookstores that exist,
Yeah, maybe.
they will keep the books forever and ever.
Whoa.
Oh, we're blurry again. Let's go. Still blurry. And no, it's still blurry.
Yeah, this new
Let's just see.
position we put the camera is not working so
Yeah,
much.
now we're okay now. It's the lights. The lights. And
Don't follow the light.
don't follow the light. And yeah, but yeah, we had fun, and then we went
To another museum to
to
have
another museum.
coffee.
Yeah, we went on another museum, but actually didn't go and visit the museum. We just w- got in because it's on another palace, so we just got in straightforward to the garden, to the palace garden. where-
Usually museums, I think it's like that almost around the world, but in Portugal at least too. Usually museums have cool coffees, and yeah, we went to a coffee shop on that museum, and yeah, we were. They had beautiful gardens in that museum with lots of peacocks.
yeah, and yeah, so that was our day.
And then at night we had dinner with friends.
Yes, we had
Very
dinner.
late dinner.
Yeah. We're supposed to,
Yeah, we start eating like 10:30.
yeah, something like that. It was really
Usually we
late.
go to bed at 10:30.
Yeah, we usually go to bed early and try to wake up early. But yeah, sometimes we go late. Yeah, it happens. Sometimes we stay at home also watching some movie or some documentary, and if we don't fall asleep on the couch,
Usually that happens.
yeah,
Every
we'll
time
go late.
Every time we keep watching TV later than usual, we fall asleep on the couch.
Yeah.
And since we can fall asleep on the couch because it's very
Yeah.
large, from time to time we have waken in the morning in the same couch.
Yes, that happens. And yeah, let's go to the next track, and this is from Ovo, and this is actually from a compilation from shit, I can't remember. So I will play three tracks that are from a free compilation called Heavy, that is by some label which I can't remember, but this is one of the tracks is called Ovo, and the track is called You Living Lie, and it's from Ovo, and we'll be right back, and I'll tell you who is the label that got this compilation, where you can get it on Bandcamp. So we'll be right back. You Living Lie. was over with You Living Lie, and it's heavy. And this is from a Artifact Records compilation. So, yeah, all of these tracks from today, it's about 6 months old. So, 6 months old.
And they are all very happy.
Yes, very happy.
There's a theme here.
Yeah, this is they made this heavier compilation, let's say.
Well, spring has sprung this week.
Oh, Paulo is saying he spent a couple of days last week at Barcelona.
Oh, very cool. So everybody's very international today.
Yeah, you just have to speak to the mic.
Okay. I think it's a little. Oh, it's better. Okay.
Yeah, you just have to know. Speak on the same tone.
I have to get a new mic. This is
Yes.
Because I like to speak like this.
Yes.
You have to get a new one of those that's.
Yeah, you have to get no, you have to get the round thing for the sound, so people will get a round thing on the face, so she doesn't move the head. But and Paulo says he doesn't have any vacations planned. We also don't have anything planned. So yeah, we're not. Yeah, nothing planned to.
We
nothing
are
to do.
terrible vacation planners.
Yes,
Both of us. Yeah.
usually it's like the week before. Okay, we should go somewhere, and then they blah, blah, blah. Let's go.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And to have a nice
Yeah,
vacation.
and Paulo is saying he also doesn't plan vacation, just goes with the flow.
Yeah, but if you go with the flow, then when the time comes, you don't have anything paid. You don't have money to do some of the things you would like to do.
Yeah.
Some vacations have to be planned.
Yes.
Yeah, because you have to buy things beforehand, or you have to save to buy those things, because otherwise you will just. Yeah, you can have a very cool vacation without spending lots of money, that's for sure. But from time to time, it's also nice to, I don't know, do what Officer Z�ʍ is going to do.
Yes.
He's going to see the world, basically.
Yes.
Well, he's missing Africa, South
Asia.
America, and Asia. And yeah.
Yeah, so it's not the world.
It's not the world, but
it's a small part. And
but I get what you mean. I think it's so awesome if you can have a vacation completely unplanned and just go with the flow and be very free. But that's it's a little that gives me anxiety just to think about it. Because I would be somehow a little worried that everything would turn out fine, and if I will have money for it, or if I will be safe. So I like to plan things a little bit more than that. For instance, when I go abroad, I very much plan the day before everything I want to do the next day, so that I don't come home and find out, oh, I missed many interesting things.
yeah.
Yeah, usually I'm a planner, but it's also nice when you are surprised and you go with the flow, but within some planning, I think.
Okay.
And Paul is saying last year everything was awfully expensive.
Starting plan with some time in advance.
Yeah. When you want to travel, sometimes it's key, because everything is so expensive, even when you plan. So at least you have to save.
Yeah. That's not the way I work, so I still don't have a plan for this year. So yeah, we are also on the same ship. No plans. Yeah. So let's go for the next track.
Yeah.
And the next track is from the same compilation. It's from Gold, or I don't know. It's GGGOLDDD. So it's Gold.
Gigi Allen?
Gold. And it's Notes on How to Trust. And the track is called Notes on How to Trust. And yeah, let's go. Gold. We'll be right back.
to see what's going on. It hasn't been this blurry before. Something feels wrong. Where do I go? Who do I follow? Who bring me joy? Who bring me sorrow? How do I make sure I don't go through this again? Myself together so that you can see that I don't know any boundaries, impossible to read. Where do I go? Who do I follow? Who bring me joy? Who bring me sorrow? How do I make sure I don't go through this again?
That was gold. I don't know. I was just supposed to spell that it's gold with notes on how to trust. And yeah, it's I really like the tunes of this track. It's really cool, really cool. And yeah, we're speaking on vacations. We don't have any vacations planned, so we need. I have a box of one of those
Oh yeah.
adventures. I don't know.
I don't know if they have that abroad, but
Yeah.
Paul Viv knows what it is.
Yeah, it's one of those gift boxes where you get.
You gift an experience to someone,
Yeah.
and it can be a 2 days vacation, a nice dinner for two, a skydiving experience. It can be many things. And I don't know, you have like a little book with lots of
Yeah,
things you
yeah.
can
So,
choose.
yeah, but it's I have the book, but then on those I have to go to a website, and on the website I can choose the experience that I want. So it's basically that, and yeah, I have it for a month, and still haven't chosen anything.
I think most of them of the money those companies do is because I think many people
will not use it.
are
or
not
I don't know.
using it. They are just waiting and waiting, and then sometimes you try to call those places and oh, this isn't available now, or this isn't available then, and
Yeah.
then 2 years pass by and you lose it.
Yeah, I have to start checking that. Um,
For maybe you can have a skydiving experience.
I don't know. I don't find it. I don't find it so exhilarating. I don't know.
Oh, I would love to.
It's okay, but it's not something like, oh, always wanted to do this. No, if it happens, it happens.
If
I
someone
don't-
pushes out of a plane, it happens.
Yes, if someone pushed me out of a moving plane, yes, I will be down really fast. And yeah, so besides usually bullshit, we also talk about what goes on in Portugal. So lately, it's just the housing.
Yeah, housing policies.
Housing policies.
It's very hard to explain.
And it's really hard to explain even so when there's no real thing besides. I think there was they have a bunch of ideas of things that should be the government has ideas of what should be done, but they actually only come forward with 2 laws for now. So everything else is very I don't know what is it, ethereal. It's something in the air, but
Well, it's for
not really.
It's up to public discussion, and then we
Yeah.
will go to the parliament, and then we will see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's still on public discussion. Let's say
Yeah,
it's-
but it has been lots of controversy.
yeah,
Yeah. And it's hard to explain.
yeah, yeah,
And it's a very difficult discussion because it lies in 2 fundamental rights: your right to private property and your
Yes.
right to have a home.
yeah.
So it's a difficult discussion.
yeah,
and-
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm
And
not
all of
the-
this
the
because
most-
we have a housing problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a huge housing problem in Portugal, in Lisbon most particular, but all around Portugal there's a huge housing problem where the house prices are really really high, and it's not compatible with the salaries of the people. So for years and years, Portugal wanted to bring people from abroad, people with money, and we also
And they
have-
came.
and they came. What happened is, those people with money, they bought houses, they rent houses, and so the rent prices went up. The
Houses that were
houses-
for rent were made hostels to receive these people.
Yeah.
And
So yeah,
others were bought by investment funds
there's a
just as an asset, and they
Yes.
are not being used. So
yeah,
we
yeah,
have a
yeah,
problem.
A lot of houses that are just investments, and people buy just to sell them. So that also increases the value of the houses.
Yeah.
So there's like a big, let's say there's a huge mess up.
Yeah,
on
and
the
it's
Portuguese
going to be very
markets.
hard to solve without hurting anybody.
Yeah. So the only way I see viable is hurting exactly the people that they for years tried to get. It's the people with a lot of money. So if you get if you don't make laws on
Well,
tourism
But
or
it's
whatever.
actually not their fault. They just made what
Yeah, it's not
people let
it's
them
it's
make.
it's not actually people's fault. So for years and years, Portugal until very recently, and I don't know if it's still active. I didn't understand it yet, but basically, if you come and bought a house for $500,000, $500,000 euros, it was enough for you to have a golden visa. So it basically you have a visa just because you bought a house. That's it. You can stay and do whatever you want as long as you bought a house of at least $500,000 euros. And that was it. And
immediately every house that was like 400 or 350, the price went to 500.
yeah. So basically, if you wanted a house of $500,000, basically, if you have a house that was even 200, it was okay. You have to buy it for $500,000. Okay, this house is 500,000 now, and yeah, people buy a house because they wanted a house for 500,000. They needed to spend 500,000 just to get a house, so that rose all the prices. And with that, yeah, as people was telling about all the Airbnbs and that sort of thing that was created, all those local tourism, that took.
We have a cricket watching the show.
Yes, I have a cricket at my feet. So
We
yeah.
always have crickets around the house.
There's always a cricket around the house. So I'm going to try to catch the cricket, and while we listen to the last track I chose from this compilation, not the last track for today, but the last track from this compilation, and it's from Kyla Mikla. It's called. Let me see if I can read it. It's Vitir Sandar, and it features Alcest. So yeah, hope you guys like it, and we'll be right back.
I'm
Kaila just forgot to change the camera. Zvitir Sandar and featuring Halcest. And yeah, hope you guys like that.
We hope you guys like his Icelandic.
Is my Icelandic, yes. Zvitar Sandar. And yeah, other than that,
News of the world.
News of the world.
Besides the war.
Yeah, let's try to not speak of the war. So, actually, I don't. Was Donald Trump arrested or not?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you have to speak to the mic, not to
I
me.
don't think so.
Yeah. So yesterday there was on the news. Oh, I'm going to be arrested.
He started saying that on the weekend.
Yeah, but and he wanted people to go, come and save me. But I don't know if he was really arrested or not. And the dumbest thing is that from all the things he did, is actually just paying to a porn star to hide that gets him. So it's always the weirdest things that get these guys. It's so weird.
Yeah, with Al Capone, it was like tax evasion or something like that.
Yeah. So you guys in America are weird. You get this corruption, whatever, but you make something else. Like people are get a ticket for I don't know, for jaywalking. Just yesterday we were watching a movie about that.
A documentary about jaywalking. Yeah.
And it was not about jaywalking.
Yes, it was about the
organization of the roads.
Yeah, since it was like
world.
Since the 50s and 60s, what car culture did to our cities, and the damaging things it has done in the way of life and the way people organize themselves in the city. And some cities, they were saying, like Phoenix, Arizona, were built around huge highways. Basically, those are highways crossing a town, and people can't cross the street without being actually really afraid for their lives. It's a problem, and they don't want to solve this problem because, but if we slow traffic, we will make less money.
Yeah.
It's awful. You have to slow the traffic so that people will be safe, people will use bikes, people will walk, and you don't lose money. Maybe you don't earn as much. But sometimes you don't need to earn as much. You need to be happy.
Yeah.
And healthy. With less pollution and more
but that
exercise.
was around, because in that in the documentary it talks about jaywalking, where in America but you get a lot of fines for jaywalking. So
in Portugal we have a fine for jaywalking too, but it's really it's like it's 25 euros or something.
Yeah,
and I don't think it has ever been done.
Yeah, it's not done. So unless you cause a headache to the traffic, the police will you'll get a
free pass.
Yeah, you get the police will say, yeah, you can't do that, and then they will let you go. And
but it's 25 euros. It's not 250 like the first fine in Phoenix.
Yeah, Paulo said
we need
to travel.
And the second fine, if you are caught, is 2,050.
Yeah, 2,500. So.
Yeah, it's an absurd. Well, unless you want to travel, like Paulo is saying.
Yeah. But it's an absurd for fines, and it's kind of a ridiculous fine to be fined for jaywalking. And
I wasn't aware of the expression jaywalking.
I knew about the jaywalking. I didn't knew the origins. It also on the documentary talks about the origins of the word jaywalking. Um, but yeah, yeah, we're talking about people getting fined for stupid things or getting caught, not on the actual crimes or things they do,
Or
but
at least more important
on
thing.
other things. So that's weird. But there's an history on the United States with that. People not getting caught exactly on the crimes they did, but on, let's say, accessory crimes. And yeah, so let's go to the next track, and this is from Dracula Party, and it's Nightmare Things, and they released an album. I think it's called Nightmare Things. Also, this also came from Remission Entertainment, and it says the Seattle-based horror-inspired industrial brand Dracula Party has signed with Remission Entertainment. The first release with the label is the single Nightmare Things, coming to all digital music platforms and limited edition CD, blah blah blah. So because this is 6 months old, so I'm not going to read all this. So Dracula Party is Byron C. Miller, vocal and lyrics, Chris Longer, music, mixing and mastering, and that's it. It's 2 guys. Great. And
This was a great moment.
yeah, I didn't know, but I thought it was more people, like 4 or 5 guys.
And you could have read that it has elements of industrial,
Yeah,
EBM.
combining elements of industrial, EBM, synthesizer, movie
But then
scores,
you
and
just
dark
show
wave.
everybody that you had no idea they were
That
2
y-
guys.
Yeah, no idea that they were 2 guys. But yeah, so Dracula Party with Nightmare Things, and you can get again from the Remission Entertainment Bandcamp. And yeah, we'll be right back.
Can you feel it? We are the nightmare things. We are the mutants. Midnight evolution. We eat the tourists. If you ever wanted to dance in a pit of snakes, tonight, my friend, you'll get the chance. Show me a monster face. We are the nightmare things. We've been set free. We are free. Can you feel it? Can you taste it? Can you see it? Can you feel it? If you ever wanted to dance in a pit of snakes, tonight, my friend, you'll get the chance. Show me your monster face. We are the nightmare things. We've been set free. We are the nightmare things, and we are free. If you ever wanted to dance in a pit of snakes, tonight, my friend, you'll get the chance. Show me your monster face. We are the nightmare things, and we are free. We are the nightmare things. We've been set free. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I need you to feel it. Can you see it? I need you to be it. It's time to shed your skin. Take my hand. Crawl out of the crypt.
need you to feel it. So that was Nightmare Things from Dracula Party. And yeah, I hope you guys like that. And yeah, and we still have one more track to go. And yeah, not much to say. We have a we have a Dogfin Club.
That's very unusual for us.
Yeah, we have already a Dogfin Club lined up for April 14th. So yeah, let's. We still have a lot of promotion to do, so we'll start doing more promotion. But if you're around Lisbon, Paulo, on April 15 will be
14.
14, not 15. April
Not
fo-
February, not 15.
April 14. We'll have a Dogfin Club in Lisbon, and we have two international guests. We have Maidon that will come from Germany, and we have Odilon's Grip coming from the UK. And besides me, it will be Leticia, so DJ Alcifer will be also there playing. And it will be really, really cool. And tickets are already on sale on Resident Advisor, and they're cheaper. I think until the end of the month, they're cheaper. So if you want a cheaper ticket, go get it now. And yeah, so, and I think that's it. I think we can now say goodbye. And you will
So
listen.
long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu.
And our last track is from Local Suicide, who released and it's called Eros Anikate
Eros Ramazzotti.
Eros Ramazzotis. Eros Anikate Artemis remixes. And it's
Let me guess, they are from Greece.
actually, I don't think they're from Greece, but
Eros Anikate, Artemis.
Local Suicide are back from the second for the second of 4 remix EPs from their debut album Eros Anikate, each named after an ancient Greek god. Eros Anikate Artemis Remix is a 6-track EP featuring the remix for Mustache with Scalasis, Jam Bounce release with Theos Mago, 2 remixes for Like, Follow, Subscribe featuring Heart On, one for Cover of Calipo, and one for Eros Anikate featuring Lena Platonos. And it was released in October last year, so as I told you, everything is late on this show. So, but it's it's not on April 15, it's on April 14, so it's on a Friday night, let's say. Friday night, we'll have a Dogfin Club. And how long does it long? I still don't know that. I still don't have that. Don't know that information. I'm sleepy at 23.
So you can do the opposite thing. You can put your alarm clock to, let's say, 4 a.m. or 5 and come party with us in the morning.
yeah. With that, so the last track is Like, Follow, Subscribe by Diesman Instrumental Remix. So this is a remix by Diesman's Instrumental. So Local Suicide, and talk to you next week.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, follow, and subscribe us, and subscribe to our channels, everything we have. And yeah, we'll be back next week. So bye bye.
See you next week, Paulo.
See you next week.